How's it going, everybody? I'm Dr. John Clayton from Supra Chiropractic. We're here in Layton, Utah, and we have a new place, new office, new place for Supra Chiropractic, and I'm so excited for the future of chiropractic here at Supra Chiropractic. So here in this video, we're going to go over it real quick. We can do some jaw stuff, some wrist stuff. We'll talk about the wrist stuff a little bit more at the end, just to recap on it. For those of you who want kind of a better angle so I can show you in person what it looks like. Hope you guys enjoy the video, and we'll catch you at the end. See, got a good pop of that hip right there.
Yeah.
Solid. Take that all day.
Yeah.
You weren't lying about that spot up there. Holy cow.
No.
My goodness.
And yeah, I can't fix it myself. So.
You can, you just gotta land on something really hard, I guess, right?
That's true.
Where's all the pops on this side, huh?
I know.
What's going on?
Yeah, AI can't take your job. That's for sure.
Yeah. Another breath in here for me. And all the way out. There we go. Little firecracker at the end there. You're just saving it for up here, huh? That first rib area.
Yeah.
Right here. Breathe in here. Breathe out. Solid. Breathe in here.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
See how good this first rib will go for us here. Okay. There she is.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Sorry, my dang hair.
Oh, you're fine. I'll move it out of the way for you.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Okay, let's check that little back there. So maybe lay it on your left side there for me.
Okay.
After a long day sitting on my computer, I think it's that upper back and neck area that needs it the most, I'm sure. So
Yes.
this guy here, go crisscross. Okay, deep breath in, all the way out. Go there. There we go. Good. Okay, other side for me there. You pay attention so you can do this to me afterwards, right?
Yes.
Wait a second.
Yeah, I got you.
Deep breath in here. All the way out. Good.
Jeez.
And then your back for me. Okay. Get those hips. Let's go here. Do you like the hips or no?
Huh?
You like the hips?
I don't. Yeah. I don't
Good.
care.
Do everything. Okay.
Whatever.
Let's do it. Okay. Let that go here. Ankle on that one. Heck yeah.
I needed that. Yeah.
Seriously.
I wish I could teach my husband all of this.
Seriously. We're making a video right now. Just have him watch it and copy, right?
Seriously.
I know. I tell people, I'm like, maybe there needs to be a disclaimer that says, don't
try this at
replicate
home.
this. Yeah, don't try this at home. So.
Yeah. No.
Or it's like, there's no liability on me if
Yeah.
something happens, you know. So, I saw this on YouTube. Whoops.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Let that go here.
I know my ankles will always go out of place.
Oh, do they?
I always try to make my husband.
Yeah, you're pulling them.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that hard, come on.
He can never do it.
When
And then I always get mad and I'm like, I don't know why I'm mad. It's not like he's a
Yeah.
chiropractor.
Well, and
My ankle hurts.
it's not, I feel like ankle, like that first one that you pull on, you really can't go wrong. Like,
Yeah.
unless you like slip off and then you fall backwards.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
So, but I don't think he'll have a problem with that. So, he's got strong hands. So.
Yeah.
That relax there. You good if I do arms or no arms?
Arms is good.
Arms good. That go there. Solid.
Yeah, this wrist causes me issues.
Does it?
At the gym, I always try to wear my wrist wrap.
Like the one around it like that? Is it harder because it like your motion trying to go like this way? Or just like, is it grip strength you're having a hard time with, or what is the issue?
No, it's just pain right here.
Okay. So that area there, right, especially if it comes from like right above this little nub right here, okay? Anywhere in this vicinity right here, they call it the TFCC, right? So the TFCC, triangular fibrocartilage complex.
Whoa.
Right? TFCC, call it TFCC. Okay. This area here, there's 3 like little tiny ligaments that connect to each other, and so when any of those get stretched or damaged, then that's when the wrist kind of gives out. Right?
Yeah, I notice it happens every few months, and it'll get better.
Yeah.
But so I try to just wear my wrist strap.
Okay. Yeah.
Even like when I was squatting, like the weight of the bar.
On that. Okay. When you do the wrist wraps from now on, right? When you go to put them on, don't just like throw them on really quick.
No, I don't. I wrap them real tight.
Yeah.
And I make sure that it's.
Yeah. Touch your pinky and your thumb together.
While I do it.
Then do it.
Okay.
Right. There you go. So
Yeah,
you're already kind of doing it, right? But it's like touch these together, then reinforce it, right? Because then that is a lot more stable. So if I was to grab and hold so I grab those together there, and if I was to kind of wiggle through there, it's gonna be more like, especially like in the carpal tunnel area, way more reinforced versus like let it out, right? Then I can go in here and I can go and I can move right there. Like the the lunate bone, right, is the most commonly like dislocated one, and so you can see that one's the ulnar styloid process right there. It's right there in the center. Okay, so if that dislocates, usually if you like fall and it dislocates, you can like get self-induced, or injury-induced carpal tunnel, right? Okay. So, but yeah, you want to avoid. So I had a chiropractor one time injure this on me, right? And it's because his wrist adjustments were different, right? And so one thing you want to avoid, right, like this chiropractor did on me, was any movements that whip the wrist this way or this way, right? Okay. So any swinging out like to the side, right? So the most common, I'd say, motion that you would do that would resemble this would be hammering, right? So don't hammer stuff, okay? Avoid any movements, including hammer curls at the gym. Okay. So watch out for those. Keep wrapping it up, right? And it just has to let those ligaments kind of heal back for the TFCC to be solid again. It's doable, but if you have it torn or like I did, it took me like 6 months to feel like I could like hold a dumbbell again, right?
Oh wow.
So, yeah.
I'll try to avoid.
But yeah, do the best you can, right?
Yes.
Let's relax here. Both of them are pretty tight.
Is that what you're checking?
So I'm trying to kind of gap it out and get some motion in there. So like I'm kind of going, you're getting kind of a distraction a little bit. I'm kind of decompressing it. I'm just trying to get those wrist bones to kind of like lay in a line with each other. Because a lot of times I'll see it on a lot of people, especially if they're on computers a lot, is their wrist area will go here, and then like there's a super big drop. Oh. Right. So you feel the drop right there. And if your wrist is straight, it's like I go here and it drops into that kind of like little goalie right there, little depression there, right? We all have a little depression, right? so right through there, right? We want that to be as flat as we can be, right? So that way, that bone doesn't want to drop down. The lunate.
So you're saying as you're typing? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, that's why they say to use like a wrist rest, right? To hold that up.
Yeah, because even my mouse is kind of high.
Yeah, doing that all the time, right? We'll reinforce that depression there. Yeah. Okay. So, but let me did I do fingers already on there?
I don't think so. Jeez.
All that space bar. Thumb.
That's true.
Do you get most of your pain in the upper or lower neck?
I feel like it's more just where you got right here.
Like the base of it there?
So if you don't notice anything with the neck,
Yeah. I'll check it and see, but yeah, other than that, we'll just kind of stick to the jaw.
Okay.
So, because I know the neck isn't very fun for you there. There's only a little bit right there.
Okay, that's fine.
Yep, just right there. So, and like I said too, and you already know this, is that I'm not a huge fan of adjusting the neck. It's like,
Right.
it doesn't want to go on the first try, leave it alone.
Okay.
Okay?
Perfect.
Switching to the side here. All the way over. One more breath in. All the way out. Let it go, let it go. Good. See, I was like, nope, don't want to do this. Right?
Yeah.
Not a problem. Okay?
Perfect.
Usually, and you could already feel this in the spine area, everything feels really compressed, right? So we want to kind of just decompress all that now. So we're going to kind of do the little pull up on the neck if you're okay with that. And then we'll do the jaw.
Okay.
Okay. So just to be safe, do you feel like you're really tight everywhere? Or just mostly the neck?
Just upper,
Okay.
upper part of my body.
So the more tight you are, like through the whole entire spine, then it's better to reinforce your legs. We'll just kind of keep you where you're at and just kind of pull to get the neck.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna go right here at the base. One more breath in, all the way out. Just gonna right up in here. Let it go. Not too bad. Okay. And then you're gonna slide down a little bit so your shoulders just on the table there. Check your jaw.
Is that good?
Come up a little bit more towards me. Right there. Perfect. Okay. Okay, and then you're going to slowly open the jaw for me. And close. Slowly open. Okay, so when I'm looking at it, the jaw kind of slightly deviates over to the left side.
Okay.
So you're going to slowly open one more time. Okay, so I'm looking to see where it's disengaging and whatnot, right? So it's disengaging too much on the right side, left side's not, and that's why it's moving over. Okay, so usually what I'll do is I'll start on the side that's not as tight, do this side here first, when we adjust it, then we'll go to the tighter side afterwards. Okay. So I'm gonna go up here like this. We're gonna test our pressure. Be loud sound. Perfect. Okay, you're gonna open your jaw about halfway, a little bit more. Hold it right there, and turn to the side. Okay, right here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let it drop in there. Let it go. Let it go. Perfect. And then here, open slow. Get in there and come back. Here's the fun one. Save the best for last, right?
No.
We're going to open about 3/4 now. Put this drop in there. Okay, let it go. Nice and relaxed. Good job. Oh, she is. Yeah, that big old click in there. It's hard because the table is so loud, so you don't really.
No,
I
could
you
hear
could hear it at least, right?
Yeah.
So, awesome. All right, so one of the things that we want to go over is the wrist. And so a lot of people that experience wrist issues, if it comes from this area through here, kind of the outer part of the wrist, there's this little bump right there of the bone. If that is painful through there, most commonly it's going to be a TFCC injury. And so with a TFCC injury, the most common thing that you're going to notice is that it's hard to hold stuff in your hand, whether it's like a water bottle or you're trying to pick something up with your hand like this, becomes very difficult. And so with these TFCC injuries, we talked about it here in this video, you're able to kind of see a little bit of it hopefully, but we want to make sure that you're taping or kind of restraining that wrist so it's not moving too much and then putting too much tension on the ligaments that are stretched out or have injury to them or inflammation in them. And so we want to minimize that as much as possible so they can heal and then get back to working order again and you can maintain wrist function and strength. And so that is the kind of basic overview with TFCC injuries. There are tape jobs that you can do for the wrist to help with this, and we kind of went over that here in the video where you want to touch the pinky and the thumb together whenever you do any kind of wrist wrap at the gym, or you put on like KT tape or some kind of tape like that, like an athletic tape. So with taping the wrist, that is a very common thing to do, and most wrists need to be taped, in my opinion, at nighttime is when you're most likely to be sleeping and doing positions like that are likely to injure your wrist, not because you're doing the position, but because you're trying to hold that position for a long period of time. And so that is the overview of the wrist, the TFCC, and wrist injuries. And when it comes to videos like this, I hope you guys like these videos. I do plan to make more educational content in the future so we can help get you guys understanding of what's going on in chiropractic and not necessarily just always see the adjustment side of chiropractic. That's great, but let's help educate you guys now that we're here in this new space, new office, new location, it's going to be so awesome. We'll put the link below for the new office location, and I need to get some pictures of it so I can show you guys, put it on our website, do all that fun stuff. So we'll get that all going for you guys. But in the end, we're going to leave you how I leave you in every other video. We're at Supra Chiropractic. We've got your back and everything else, and we'll see you in the next video.